Welcome back to my crafty corner. We are going to, I've got laying here are some strips of 1-inch strips scored in half at a 1/2 inch. And then on the sides, I've put just a strip of score tape on there. And I've done several like that. I don't know exactly how many we'll need, but I just did a bunch so that we will have plenty enough to wrap or to attach our box piece together, which it'll be this piece here, like I showed on the first video, this box here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make, I cut out some more pieces, and let me bring those over. Okay, so I got some more pieces here that I cut down to make a bottom part that's going to go on the bottom of this box here. So let me leave this here so you can see that. So this piece here is going to have a bottom section here with the drawer. And then I have some more pieces here that are going to make like a base part of that drawer, so that we can put our feet on there and they won't interfere with pulling the drawer in and out. And I'll show you the feet that I'm going to be using on my set. So anything after this point, after we make this box, the drawer and the base part to that is totally optional. You don't have to do those pieces if you don't want, but that's what we got going on. My pieces, or my feet that I have, are these here. And I think I've got, let's see, I've got these little ones. They're super cute. And then I have ones that look like this, and they're super cute as well. And then for the drawer, I have a little drawer pull to pull that in and out. It's going to be really cute. And I think I'm going to be going with these. I did, at first I thought maybe the other, but I think with the books being slightly larger and then the box itself being slightly larger with the drawer and that bottom, it's going to be a pretty tall project. So I kind of want a taller foot. Now, if you don't have these, then you can use the option like that's on the other one with the little wooden pieces. Like these. You can use the ones like that. These, I think I got these from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure, but you can get them at either one. And I think they come like with different sizes, so they have even larger ones or the smaller ones, so you can do just whatever you like. These here I got off of Amazon a while back, and so you can find these in your little they may even have ones like this at Hobby Lobby. I'm not really sure, but I have those to go with, so I think that's what I'm going to use. All right, so what we've got here. Okay, so this is our box that we cut out in the first, or that I had showed in the first video that we took our measurements of. This is going to actually be your drawer. So you're going to have a bottom and a top. And the bottom is going to measure 5 3/4 by 6. The top is 5 3/4 by 6. And even though your box is going to have a bottom to it, I feel like having two pieces kind of together is going to help give it a lot of stability as far as when everything's stacked on top of each other. So then you're going to have your bottom drawer, top drawer, the top of the, the top of the box that the drawer is going to go in. And then this is the bottom part of the actual drawer. So in this one, I called it a drawer holder. So it's going to be the one that you're going to push your drawer in and out of. So this one's going to be slightly smaller at 5 3/4 by 1.5. Or 5.5, not 1.5, 5.5. And so this will fit just in there, just right. So by the time you add your back and front pieces of your drawer, you should have plenty of space for it to still slide in easily. And we'll see how that turns out. And then these are going to be your pieces that you're going to use for okay, hang on. Maybe I got one of these mixed up here because your drawer itself is only gonna need a front, a front, a back, and then the sides. So for the drawer, you're gonna need a front, a back, and your 2 sides. So your front is gonna be 5.5 by 1.5. So you'll need 2 of those because your front and your back is going to be the same. So 2 of those. And then the sides are 1.5 by 5 3/4. And that's for the drawer. And then for the holder part of the drawer, you're only going to need 2 sides and then 1 back because you don't need the front because you're going to have your drawer in there. And so this one, the back part of it is going to be 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. And the sides will be 1 3/4 by 6. So we've got those all cut out, ready to go. And then this piece, which is going to be used for the little base part of that. And once we start putting this all together, it'll well, keep that. It'll make sense. So these are going to be your sides and your front, your back, and your sides of this piece. So you're going to have 2 of them at 6 1/4 by 6, and they'll go together, you know, with these pieces around. And then you'll need 2, a front and a back at 6 1/4 by 3/4, and 2 sides at 6 by 3/4. And the reason I'm doing them this large is so that when we go to put our feet on, it's going to be able to have plenty enough space that it won't hinder us from pulling our drawer in and out. So, but those will all make sense as we start putting them together. All right, so I'm going to take this and the actual drawer part, I'm going to put those back, and we're just going to work on the box part that our albums are going to sit in for now. So let me get these back in here. And I think once we get all of this done, I went ahead, well, I decided to go ahead and do it this way so that I would know more about what papers I want to go on the boxes. There's the stand and the box and stuff like that itself. So that then I'm not cutting into paper that I don't want to, you know, so I can have the right paper that I want to use for that. That's what I'm trying to say. So here's what we got. These are our, the bottom of our box, the back of our box. Okay, here, I'll go over the measurements again. So this is the bottom at 6 by 5 3/4. The back of it is 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. And the front is 5 3/4 by 3. And then our sides are 6 by 4 1/2. And they will go like this. Like that right there. Okay. So, and then this is what we're going to use our strips for, is to hinge these together. So I haven't cut any of mine down yet because I thought what I would do is just wing it, I guess. These are 1-inch strips scored in half with the tape run down each side like that. And I just did up, I think I said this already, but I just did up a lot so that I should have enough for all three of these things. So here we go. So I'm gonna work with the front and the back first. Okay, so let me get, because I think what I may do is just use my little tool instead of cutting it with scissors or with my trimmer. And so yeah, so we can lay that there. And that'll get rid of maybe that glare on this glass mat as well. That can be annoying. So, alrighty, so let's do the front and the back first. So we're gonna need a strip that is, I guess I could have cut these down, but I'm just gonna use my board. That way then I don't have to worry about them being too short or not short enough or not long enough or whatever. So I'm just gonna line that up and I'm gonna cut it. You can measure it. Since you have your measurements, you could put it in your trimmer and just, whoop. I said I was gonna do that, maybe not. Because, hang on, let's see. With it being on that tape, oh, let me turn it this way. That might be easier. Having that tape on there. So, yeah. Like that. And then just like that. And if I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not. Thought maybe that would be an easier way. An easier way to do it, but let's go this way. And I'm just gonna lay that down there and trim that off. Okay. Let's see. So we know we're gonna need one for the back, one for the back, one for the top. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna need, if we're just doing this side, let's go 1, 2, 3, and then for the back side 4. So we'll need 4 of these. So I'm gonna just take my scissors here and just cut 2 more down this height. We're gonna kind of miter in our corners so that they don't have a lot of bulk to them and that kind of thing. You can definitely put these in your trimmer. I don't want to drag my trimmer out just for this little bit because we're just going to be cutting some of that off anyways. Keep these little pieces though, just in case we need those for something. If we get something too short or whatever, we might have to use those. So I'm just going to set those aside. All right, so we got our 4 pieces for that. And so now we're just gonna stick them down. I'm gonna turn mine this way just because it's easier for me to see maybe what's going on. And I'm just gonna score that like so. And kind of make sure that it's been in. There we go. All right, and then we'll peel one. Ooh, wait. Oh, do I want to do, I'm thinking if maybe instead of mitering the corners on those, if, Well, okay, let's do, but just slightly. So we're just gonna, a very slight angle. So not very much coming off of there at all, just a slight one. That way then, because if you cut too deep, you don't want to have pieces of your box showing. So yeah, we can do it like that. And this one to stick to me. Stick. Okay. So there we go. Just pop up and make sure I'm in camera and framing stuff. All right. So now we can peel off one side. And I think I'm just gonna do it like this. And one. Now when you put these on here too, you want to go up to the score line, but not over the score line. Because you want to be able for it to fold up. So, and that one really could have probably been a bit closer, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, so like that. Okay. You can use wet glue too. You don't have to use the tape. I have the tape, so I'll use the tape. And then this one, you're gonna, let's see if I can line it up here. Line it up on my board. Okay. And then maybe make sure those are lined up. Or would it be easier to? Now let's see, are we gonna have our pieces set on the outside like that? I wonder if maybe going up like that would be easier. Oh yeah, that works good. That works good. All right, so then we're gonna, I can find my tool here. Okay, so then we're gonna burnish that down really good, okay? And so you should have, maybe that's about like what, a 1/16 of an inch maybe, going like that. So then we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna do our front piece the same way. So we'll just take another one of our strips, fold it on that score line, trim just slightly. All right. And I'll just go ahead and peel it all off. I think that's just as easy doing it that way. And scooting it up to that line. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna call that good maybe. All right, so when we do this one, we want to make sure that it's the same as this. So this one is actually gonna be setting level. If you can see that there, how it'll come into focus right there. So you can see how this is together. Right? So then we're gonna want the other side to be the same way as that. So we can take it and line it up this way. And I think my board is actually slightly longer than that piece, but that's okay. It is a little bit longer. Is it really? Yeah, mine's a little bit longer, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it work because I don't want to cut a new piece just for a small amount. So I'm just gonna butt that up against that and then just lift this up and press. Like that. And then you see how you have about the same amount on both sides. And if you have a little extra hanging off, that's no big deal because you're gonna have these wrapped, and it'll be probably better if it's just slightly a little bit longer. All right, so now we have our front, our bottom, and our back. So like this. Now we want our sides. So let's see. Now these two pieces, the other two pieces that we have are gonna go on the back, on the top pieces, just to cover this raw edge. So I'm gonna set these to the side for now. And grab another strip. And let's see. Let me grab a pencil. I think I'm just gonna mark it. I think that might be the easiest, maybe. We'll see which way's easier. Okay. So just make that mark there. And then I'm just gonna cut from that mark to that mark, and that should be plenty. And yeah, so you should get 2 out of the one strip. Alrighty, and then we'll do the same with it. And let's see. We'll nip each corner like that. Okay. And I get these little bits everywhere. Get a pile going. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go, and I'm gonna turn mine back around this way because I feel like it's easier for me to line them up that way. So, so we'll go this way, just making sure not to go over that score line. And once you feel like you've got it on both ends and pretty good across, we'll just push it down like that. And then do the same thing, and we're gonna butt these up against that one as well and do the same thing there. Okay. And it's probably hard for y'all to see how I'm butting that up. Can you see that? Like right up to that. Okay, maybe that's good. All right, and then we'll flip it around and do this side. I think I probably need to write down the measurements to the box, to this piece. Well, they'll still be on there. We'll still be able to see them. That way then we'll know like what size we need our mats to be. Because then, since this is just wrapping the edge, then we can mat especially the insides. Maybe even the outsides with the white. Even though we're gonna mat over it, it'll be enough to give it a little extra stability maybe. All right. And then, oh, and I forget to mention, important to make sure that your small end matches the shorter end up here, and then the large end matches this. So if you turn it this way, you know that those are gonna come up together. So, like, try to line that up as best I can. Like that. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like when you're done. I'm just gonna go around and give it that. Alrighty. So now we want think I'm gonna work from the inside and then put the pieces on the outside, because I feel like it's probably gonna be a little bit easier that way. So here we have, and even if you cut them slightly larger, probably would be best, so that, you know, because you don't want your chipboard showing in the corners or anything like that. You want to make sure it's covered, or at least I do. So I'm just gonna, okay, so I'm gonna need, ooh, is that good? That is pretty darn close. Okay, so I think that's gonna work. Okay, so one strip will give you 2, and then 1 for the front. So 2 for the backs. Well, actually 4, because we're gonna go ahead and cut the ones for the outside as well. Okay. And then that should give you another for the front there. Okay. So we have the back side and the inside with those. And then we need 2 more like this. So, and I think the only reason I'm doing it this way is I feel like it's a lot faster than having to stop and measure every piece and all of that. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to do it this way. Let's see. Okay, so now we got 4 of those, and they are going to go on the fronts here, okay? And then these are our 2 top pieces. We should have did, ooh, what was this one? What was this piece? Where'd that come off of? Okay. I don't know. Alrighty. Okay. So, we're gonna do 2 more. This size to take care of these inside pieces here. So let's go like that. That might have been what this size was. I don't know. No, it's a little bit longer. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so we're gonna have 1 here and 1 here, and then we'll need 2 the other way. So let's go. Well, we could use these 2, right? Yeah. Okay, so we need 2 more this size to go here. Okay. We'll get it straightened out. I know it's probably seems a little confusing, but it's really not that much. Once you get the hang of it, keep that small piece. Okay. So now we have our pieces that go this way, our 2 pieces that go this way. You could even say sides, and right on there so you don't get them mixed up. I'm going to put those to the side, but I think I can keep them separated good enough so we know that this is for the front and these ones are for the back. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of these, okay, and do the same thing. I guess I could have had all these already like folded and all that good stuff, but I didn't think that far ahead. Okay, so I want these to go, well, they'll go like this. And now your inside ones may have to be cut slightly shorter, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna angle those as well. Just in slightly. And there we go. All right. So, okay, so I'm gonna peel back one side, and I'm gonna flip this over. Ooh, do I want to do it that way? Ooh, you know what we could have done? Oh, that would have been that probably would have been easier, wouldn't it? To keep it like that, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I should have thought this through. Should have thought through. I guess it doesn't really matter either way. I feel like I like it this way better. So we're gonna leave that to the outside and go ahead. Okay. Here's what we need to do. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So we're gonna leave that to the outside because I feel like it's gonna help to make the box a little more sturdy. I'm gonna stick this back on here. Keep these. And we're gonna go for the inside pieces first. Just like we did for the backs for the other side. We're gonna go, well, we're gonna go these first. Okay. And then these first. And it doesn't matter which ones we do first, so I'll just go with the two. Right. Okay. So I'm really excited about using this paper. I think it's super cute. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. If I'm going to leave it as a gift, or if I just want to use it for decor, or what I want to do with it. I haven't decided. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way so I can kind of see where exactly I'm lining it up at, because I want it to be, I want the edges here of the strip and the chipboard to be as flush as I can possibly get it. So, am I going cross-eyed? I think that's gonna work. Okay. Yeah. And then we can just peel this piece off. Well, you know, I never can peel that when I'm on camera anyways. Okay. And then we're gonna fold this up and press that side up to the top. And that's gonna hold that piece up. And then, especially when we go to put our other pieces on, it's gonna be nice and tight. Nice and tight box. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this side, and we'll just do it the same way that we just did that one. So, like that. All right. Double check to make sure that it's the right size. Line that up. And there we go. Like that. All right, and then we'll take the inside pieces and do those now. Okay. And that was the one I think we just had peeled off. That's gonna be, yeah, okay. So let's go, oh, I guess I could get over here. And the camera, make sure everything's still going, probably for this one, the only thing that will get accomplished in this video is just the putting this together like this. I think I'm gonna stick it to this one. So, okay. I'm just gonna line that up right up against, right, okay. And it is paper, so if we don't get it perfect, we can manipulate it to do what we want it to do. I'm gonna fold this up. Now for this part, to make it set fairly level, I guess, as level as it can. I think like that's good. So you're gonna have a little bit of a space there, but you won't know that, and you won't be able to tell it when we put the other piece on. So mine happened to be a little bit bigger there. There we go. And that's okay, because it's the inside. You know, I don't think people's really gonna be paying as much attention to the inside. All right, so let's do another one for this side. And we'll just trim it. I think it probably would have been easier too if I would have put like these on first, and on one side, on both sides actually, just on one side, both sides. Like stuck them like this on both sides and then folded it up and lined it up, but that's okay. We'll learn this will be practice for the other ones that we're doing, and we're gonna do it the same way. You can turn it up on its side and line that up and just kind of give that a press. And before we have it all the way down, you can just look at it, and that looks good. Now, if you notice, these stick up a little bit further. That's okay. That's okay. We kind of want that actually, because it's going to help us, I think. Yeah, so see, which we still haven't put our strip there, so that's okay. All right, and we're gonna burnish those down really good. Whoops, make sure that they are sticking. Okay, and now it's time for this piece. So we'll take these two. Hey, baby. Got a kitty? All right. So again, with the corners, I think when we go to do the other two, I will go ahead and have the pieces cut, and I'll do them the same way that I did this. I'm just gonna lay it on there and mark it with my pencil and then just cut it with my scissors, instead of having to break out the ruler and all that and have to measure precisely every piece, because that's just, to me, this is time consuming enough, and I feel like with that it would be even more time consuming. So I think I like this way. So, and I've made them, I think with every box, I never do it the same way twice, it seems like. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to line that one up the edge there. And then we'll go ahead and do the same with this one. And then that way when we lean it up, we can just stick them both at the same time. And I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. Tend to be a messy scrapper sometimes. Okay. So, same there. And we will just one. It's this one's slightly smaller. That's okay. All right. So let's go ahead and finish that down really good. We're gonna go ahead and peel it off of both of them. You can just do one at a time if you want. I tend to not want to do things the easy way sometimes. Okay, so then we're gonna do the same with it. We're just gonna line that up, press that in. Same with this side. Line it up, press it in. And there we go. Yeah. And then do that again, that again. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. Now let's go. Oh, when I cut these strips up too, another thing, I used all of these plus some that I have it because I didn't put tape on all of them. Was 4 sheets of 12 by 12, I think. And I just cut so many because even if I don't use them for this project, I'll keep them. I'll use them for something else. So that won't be any problem. So, okay. So now, yeah. What were these for? What did I cut? What did I end up cutting those two for? I don't know. We'll keep those. They'll go for something else maybe. Okay. Because this is the size that we want for this. But first I'm going to do the insides. The insides. So here is where you want to go ahead and stick it in first. And see how mine's like all bent in there? We don't want that. So, let's see. The tape doesn't stick as much. I'm just going to trim, and I mean just a smidge. Just a little smidge off of there. And then test it again. And I think that's going to work because we're also going to kind of do our angles again. Kind of like that. And I didn't go from the exact corner here. I kind of started a little further out. And then we'll just retest it again. All right, so here we go. We're gonna take this one and we're gonna line it up. And I'm just gonna trim that piece off too and do the same thing with this one. On the corners, and I have to keep thinking, am I staying in camera? I can't see it from here anyways. So there we go. All right. And another thing too, going ahead and putting your tape on, even though I know you cut off a little bit of it, at least then it goes to the edge so that you know it's being stuck from one end to the other. If I had a wider strip, or you could do 2 1/4 inch on here, but it probably would have hung off a little bit, and I'm okay with this. It's going to be on there good enough, or you could use wet glue. You don't even have to use tape. I've used wet glue many times, so sometimes I prefer it, so, because you have a little bit of time that if it's not exactly the way you want it, you can move it. And with this kind of tape, once you've really stuck it down, it's kind of done. So I'm gonna push, yep, see, like that, okay. So I'm gonna push this in, and then I'm just gonna stick it down like that. And then try to get in there as best I can with my finger. And peel that up. And I'm gonna flip it over, and then I'm just gonna press that down in there too, okay? And then of course we wanna get in there and really give it a press. I feel like it's, okay. All right, same thing with this front piece. Just gonna peel that one. Ooh, I should have checked it first, just to make sure, And yeah, we're good, okay. Just double check. All right, so we're gonna stick it in, press it down. As far in that corner as we can get it. Peel that backer there off, and then I'm gonna flip it over so that when I am pressing it, it's to a hard surface. And I know y'all can't see when I'm doing that, but that's okay. Y'all get it. Okay. All right, so there is the inside. Now we have the outsides to do. Ah, is that what these ones were for? Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. That's what those were for. And then these will be for the outside of the... No. Oh, do you see that? I laid it in... Oh, I laid it in water. I had my drink sitting there, and I didn't have it on a coaster. And so let me cut another one of those. I'll just use this strip. I don't know what it was. Like that. Okay. Let me throw that one over here, okay? Let me just toss that one because that's no good. All right. Always something. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and do the front ones. All right. Actually, no, we're not going to use these because. Let me make sure these are going to be the same too. Okay, so these ones I think, oh, you know what, actually, wait, hold up. Okay, so let me double check here, because we're gonna see if I can make it work. Okay, no on these small ones. We're gonna wait on that because I should have thought on the outside they need to be, we really need them to probably be slightly larger, like that. Because when you go to put this on here, see, that's what you don't want, that, right? Because you can see. So we're gonna make that go just stick out just a little bit, just a little bit. And it's not gonna go all the way here, but that's okay because we're gonna leave it. We're not gonna angle this end because I didn't think ahead. Like I never do. I never think ahead. Okay, so I never think ahead. But we're gonna leave it like this, and then when we go to strip these pieces out, it's gonna cover that so you won't even see it. So we are only gonna angle on 2 of these. We're only gonna angle one side, and not like a deep angle, just a very skinny angle. All right, so let's go. Let's see, do we want to pull both off? Why not? Let's just go for it. Okay. So I'm going to go this way with it because it's a little easier for me to see this side. And just, let's go maybe like that. Okay, so like that. And I probably could have went a little further down. You can't, because we're kind of we're gonna push. Plus two, another thing with the bottom piece, it's gonna be, have that other piece to it, and so that should be fine. If it's like that, it'll be fine. We're gonna kind of just like tuck that little piece in. Good. All right, and then we're gonna do the other side the same way. So we're just gonna slightly angle it like that, and then go and do the same, do it the same way. This time I think I'm only gonna peel one, and I'm gonna that up. Okay, smash that side down, peel, and then smash this side down. Okay, this one has a little bit more of that than that side, and that's okay. It kind of does, but that's good. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me that much. If it does bother you, just snip it. Okay. Now let's do the front sides. Now I'm gonna cut a different piece, because especially with this being at an angle, I wish I'd have got that just a little bit, just slightly tighter in there, just slightly. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I didn't even think, I don't even know if I have my volume up. Oh man, this is what happens when you come in from work and you're tired and you try to craft. Yeah. Okay, so short pieces. I'm gonna line it up there. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, and then just do that, and these should be you know, I said that was 3 inches. I don't, is that 3 inches? Yeah. Oh, did I not go? Did I lie? No. Okay, hang on, let's see. I'm curious because I thought that I had made this piece the same as this. Maybe I didn't. It's been, what, a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks since I've worked on this, so I've kind of forgotten a little bit kind of what I was doing. Jeez. Okay, did I cut that again? No. Let's go. Now watch me have cut that weird. Mercy. Okay, I'm crazy. Okay. All right, let's go. Do what? You have? Yeah, I'm videoing. Oh, me. That's my daughter. She's like, do I have to be super quiet? I don't know. We'll have to. I said I don't know. Who are you talking to? Oh, hello. Oh, my God, excuse me. Cece. Oh, Cece's gonna visit. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're
interrupted the video.
It's okay. All right. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, so we got those cut down. Gonna do the same thing that I did. Other, press that down, peel that off, and then just fold that over. And if you're gonna add feet like the other feet, you don't have to worry about that at all because they're gonna be covered up once you put those on there. Like, let me show you. So cute. I'm so excited about these little feet. I bought them and I'm like, I need to use those. Oh, is that not gonna be precious? That's gonna be so cute. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so excuse me. Even those would be darling, right? Or I like the little wooden ones as well, or anything. You can find beads. I mean, rocks. I don't know. I guess you could use any kind of things, like anything you can find like that that would set the same height or whatever that would work. So you can just use whatever you have. Yeah. If you have like the little wooden beads, those would work, because then you could paint them, you know, like those were little wooden, I guess, feet. Okay. And go, okay. So, yeah. Well, when I first thought of doing this little project, I had just intended on doing just this part with the feet, and then I was just like, ooh, I think I would really like a little drawer on there. I think that would be super cute, because then, especially if it's like a home decor piece, you can leave it setting out on your counter, which even the other one I do. Actually, I have a shelf that I leave it setting on, because that paper just, it makes me so happy. I love it. I've made, oh my goodness, with that paper, one of the paper I'm talking about, this paper that I made this little set right here with, I made so many projects using just this paper, and I actually bought more, because that's how much I love that paper. Just makes me happy, makes me super happy. Okay, I haven't used any yet since I think that was my last project, or I had started another one, and I got it all, it's all together, and I got all kinds of things to go with it. But yeah, okay, we may do that one day, because it's fun. It's a fun paper. All right, so there we go. There's that. Now all we like is the top pieces, and wow, it's taken about an hour to get this. So let's go do that then. Okay. So let's cut. I think this one's going to be long enough. This is one of the pieces I just had. Or did I have? I had those, but I kind of, here's where we do need these to be longer. So we're going to go just a little. I mean, I'm not even much. Just a little longer. I feel very scatterbrained. I've felt like that all day. I feel like there's so much I want to do, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta do this one first, or no, I gotta do that first. I'm just, oh, crazy today. Okay. It almost feels like today was Monday. I'm going backwards in the week, I guess. I don't know. All right. So we'll keep that piece. All right. So we're going to keep these. And these we're going to do for the tops for these two pieces here. Okay. So we're going to keep that. So let's take another one and do from about that bend there to, I'm gonna go plumb to the outside, mark that. And, well, I get, like, there's one way, I think, with these scissors, because you have like a little serrated-y looking edge, and then you have a smooth edge, which let's put this, I think, if I'm not mistaken, okay, so that's going to be like your serrated-y edge, right? Serrated-y? That's a new word. Okay, and then this one. So, okay, so if I leave this, the written side to the inside of my hand, it cuts smooth and not that serrated looking type. Okay, that's good to know, because yeah, all right, that's cool. I didn't know that before. So yeah, okay, so let's do 2 of those. Okay, so that's going to be for the tops, the little top pieces. And then we need two for this piece here. Okay, so I'm going to go to about there. Wing it, wing it, wing it. I'm just going to cut it as straight as I can. But the only thing is, like, when you're cutting it like that, it's kind of hard to get one smooth side, and because you're gonna have both. That's okay. All right, we'll do the same thing again. What I need to do is learn how, because I just record with my iPhone, so I'm not tech savvy or anything like that, but I need to learn how to edit, I guess, and fast forward so you don't have to hear all my mumbo jumbo and all that stuff. I'll work on that though. So, okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna do these pieces first. So I think we'll do a little angle piece first, and then we'll do those, and then the top or the top pieces of that. Okay, so we're gonna do same old, but I think on this one we are gonna, well, hold on, let's see. Okay, because let's think about it. Right, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna angle this one, but I'm gonna angle it a little bit steeper than the other side, so that it still covers well, but it's gonna like press down, so you're not gonna see, because you're definitely gonna see these corners of this part of the box like that there, right? And we don't want that showing it all. And if it does show, I mean, I would just take some white paint and paint it and go on. But so if it does, biggie. Okay. The top. How did I do these? Did I go? Oh, see, with these, actually, I think I cut. Not at all. So I think we're just gonna trim off a little bit of that corner there, and because I'm thinking that when we go to put this on, how do we want that to go? Do we want to angle a little more off of that? Like that, maybe? Because we can always like flatten that out. Okay, so we're going to do it kind of like that. It's like a... So like I cut it at a slant, and then I kind of cut that tip back just slightly. So, but that only works. But you, like, before you start cutting it like that though, just do like I did and fit your piece on here to make sure that it's gonna, you know, that it's gonna cover and all that stuff. Because I wouldn't want you to be like, well, this is what you said do, and then it don't work. So yeah, I don't want that to happen for you. Okay, so we're gonna just, as tight as I can, I'm gonna press that down on there. Okay, and then I'm gonna peel off the other and kind of roll it with your fingers, and as tight as you can, press that down on there so it hugs that corner, and like that. And see, you can kind of, and that's gonna cover. It's gonna be fine. You know, it's a handmade project, so I think it'll be okay. And same with this piece over here. Let's go. I thought these were supposed to be like stick resistant, but pieces of tape everywhere. Okay. So let's do it this way, kind of a deeper angle, and ching right there like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Let's see. Let me do it this way. I think I can see it a little bit better. Where I got it placed to make sure. Okay. And then I think, and I don't see, like on this one, I don't see where it kind of gets, where we need to angle that. We can though, just to make it kind of, yeah, like that. So, and these pieces here that kind of stick out, just smash them down like that, and be fine. Okay. And yeah, okay. So let's go do it the same way. Sorry, I get kind of quiet when I'm working. Let's see. Maybe, yeah. I think that's, I think the last time I did, I put this piece on second, because then when you're looking at it straight on, it kind of looks seamless in a way, but yeah, it's okay. All right, piece here. All right, so let's do this side, and we're just gonna do the same. Cut that. Okay, here we're gonna cut that one just a little more. It's a little long. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay, that's good. Like that. All right, so this video, I think, is kind of long. If I hadn't put all the tape on there first and you'd watch me do all that, that would have been agonizing. So, I got a mess. Okay, it's driving me crazy. All right, so there are those pieces on. 2 more pieces to go, and then yeah, so 2 more pieces to go. Yeah, for the next video, I will I think I will definitely trim all of the pieces down, have those all ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to do it the same way that I'm doing these, and then we can just stick them on the box or on those, and I'll show you how I'm going to assemble those. And I think with this one, I'm going to trim it a little bit, and I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do just a deeper, like we did before, because we went all the way up here, so we don't have to worry about not being able to cover that up. And then these corners, just to see how that fits. Just right. Perfect. Okay, so let's go with that. Like that, and just press it down, and then, okay. Ooh, bend it in. Alright, so then we're gonna go over it like that. And yeah, alright. And last piece. For you, it probably feels like we've been here forever. For me, I don't really feel like, I feel like, well, I don't feel like it's really taken that long. Maybe it has. I think we're going on over an hour. So for the next ones, though, definitely we'll try to speed it up. Okay, I don't really like that tip on there. There we go. Yeah, I think that one's good. And just kind of, you know, kind of just judge it like that, and you will have it pretty good. Let's see. I'm gonna take my little stylus, and I'm gonna kind of run in the corners there to make sure that that's down good. And then roll that in, and there we go. And then you just take your tool and work it over that to make that look flat and even. And there we go. all edges and corners done. So, the mats for your box are gonna be the way I'll cut mine, and I probably will do white, even though I know we're gonna put probably will double matte because I like that look, maybe even triple matte. I don't know, I haven't decided. Double matte for sure. So probably we'll go ahead and do white. And when I say double matte, I say double matte like we'll put like your solid, like a solid color down, coordinating color, and then your pretty paper. Yeah. But before that, so that will be your double mattes. But before that, I will go ahead and put more white to cover, make the whole box white, especially the inside, because I probably don't plan on putting pattern paper on the inside. I didn't on the other because your books are going to sit in there, and as long as it's white, when you pull them out, and you don't see that. So I think that's how I want that to go. So okay, so there is our base, and ooh, let's make sure test, because this might be pretty significant to make sure that our books are gonna fit, and they are snug. Yes, they are. So they are snug. Okay. A little space on the side, so we will have space for that. Wow, okay. So some of them a little snugger than others. So yeah. All right, so I think that's getting caught on that. Yeah, so that's what we'll have. And like on this one, there was a little bit more space in the back there on that, but that's okay. I think that's going to be fun. Just have to kind of watch a little for what we put on the, if you're making this after me, then cats are playing. Okay, so but if you're making this after me, then you can adjust yours accordingly, but I'm okay. I like that it's snug like that. I think that's going to be fine. There won't be any embellishments or anything below on the books below this piece. So we'll have all of our pretty stuff here, and then some up here, or however we decide. And I haven't decided that yet, which is why I went ahead and decided to go ahead and wrap everything, put everything together as far as the base of it all, and then have that all ready to go. And then all we have to do is decorate it, put our papers on and decorate. And two, I wanted to do that so that I would know where or what papers I want to use. And I don't want to spend all of those on the books before I do the box. Seems that the box is the mainest thing that you're really going to be seeing. So, yeah. So there it is. So there's our box. There's our books. And then we have the drawer. And then there will be a base. And, yeah. Super excited about it. So, all right. Well, since we're in, this one's been a long one. And, but thank you for watching. If you like this video, check out the other videos that I have, because this is part 3. Check out part 1 and part 2 of this on my channel, and follow along. If you like this channel, you can subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that. And
If you want to see other videos that I've uploaded, you can hit that notification, or that I'm going to upload future videos. You can click that notification bell. And yeah, so thanks for watching.